Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today and welcome to Lost Ark. In case you're a new player, welcome to my channel. In case this is the first time you're watching me, my nickname is Saivo and it's really nice to meet you. Today I will teach you how to gear up fast in Lost Ark. I will show you all of the places and all of the things that you need to do in order to grab the gear enchantment materials that are offered by the game. In case you're more of a laid-back player, that's absolutely fine. You don't have to do everything that I say in today's video. However, at least you would know what things you should focus on in your limited time. And for those of you who do want to get everything out of the game, then this video is going to teach you exactly that. I'm going to try to be as beginner friendly as I possibly can because I know many of you are new. However, in this video we're not going to talk about gear and absolute basics. I hope that by the time you hit level 50 you would have this noted down. At level 50, when you hit Vern Castle right here, yeah, this one, then first thing you should do is go to a chaos dungeon here, enter, you're gonna have this item level, you enter and you get yourself a full set of this armor and this weapon, right? That is your beginning in Lost Ark. That is your start. In case you get unlucky and for your 2 runs that we have every day, you are missing one piece or maybe the weapon, you can always go check the auction house. Maybe someone's selling it for your class. And if that's not possible, you can wait until tomorrow. Or if you still have time during the day, you hit level 50 and are missing an item level 302 piece, which are these pieces right here, as you can see. Then you can always finish your story, right? You finish Vern and then you go to Shoeshire. At the end of Shoeshire, you get a box with all of the pieces that you need, right? These are your options. You are here, you have this gear equipped on yourself. This is where you begin, and this is where our video begins. The first piece of content that gives you gear enchantment materials are actually the Chaos Dungeons. They start at item level 250. This is your basic entry point, and then as you enchant your gear, it changes here. The higher the item level, the more materials you get. So it is worth it to enchant your gear and do a higher tier of a chaos dungeon. These are easy mobbing dungeons. However, if you enter here at 420 as a new player, you will find it a bit more challenging in terms of mobs and how much damage they do to you, compared to entering at 341 where you already outgear it. However, it gives you a little bit more materials, and for that reason, it is worth it. You have 2 runs of these chaos dungeons per day per character, and the materials that you get from here to enchant your gear, we're talking about destruction stone fragments, guardian stone fragments, harmony leapstones, and harmony shards. These 4 are the ones that you should look for in terms of enchanting tier 1 gear, which you are in right now. You're in tier 1 from item level 302 all the way to 600. This is tier 1. We're going to get to tier 2 in a moment. These are untradeable materials. These right here are also untradeable. However, these and these are tradable. So if you have an alt at level 50, can be item level 250 or 302 after you finish this, you will be able to take these, farm these on the alt as well, and give them to your main through the account warehouse, right? So your main would be able to have more to enchant and progress faster. These 4 chaos dungeons unlock the moment you finish the story in Vern Castle. These 4 chaos dungeons unlock the moment you finish the story in Rohendel, this continent right here, yeah? Because they start at item level 460. You can only travel to Rohendel here once you hit item level 460. And it goes the same all the way up to tier 3. The more item level you get, the more chaos dungeons you unlock, and later chaos dungeons are going to start giving you tier 2 materials, and then after that, chaos dungeons are going to start giving you tier 3 materials. It's very important to keep in mind in regards to the chaos dungeons that if you finish your 2 cooldowns a day, 2 cooldowns that have the full loot table here, you can acquire these items, then you can still do as many chaos dungeons as you want, but instead of the full loot, you're gonna get mostly these items right here. Where are they? These ones and these ones, yeah? Now, you still have a little chance of getting some of this loot that is displayed here, but the chance is very little. These tokens that I showed you, that you get by overdoing chaos dungeons, you can go under the chaos dungeon. There is this NPC, talk to her, and you can exchange these for even more gear enchantment materials. This has a weekly limit of 20 purchases, but getting 20 more of these leapstones or 300 more of these or 500 and etc. is actually of big help at the beginning of the game, and when you want to take full advantage of all the places that you can get gear enchantment materials for. And it goes the same here with all of the tiers, tier 2 as well and tier 3 also. The more you do, the more tokens, the more you can exchange. Yeah, the same goes for your alts can also overdo them. However, these materials, as you can see, they are all untradeable, so alts can do them only for themselves in that sense. Second place where you can get gear enchantment materials is this board right here, the Guardian Raids. These also have 2 cooldowns per character per day, and they also reward you with some accessories and some other goodies, not important for our video today. These are gear enchantment materials that you can farm in this content. The difference in between Guardian Raids and Chaos Dungeons, of course, the content is different. This is fighting a big ass boss, the other one is fighting hordes of mobs. However, this item, for example, which is a very important item in your enchanting process, actually all 4 of these items that we talked about are very important to enchant. It's not like you're gonna absolutely run out of this one and you're gonna have spares of this and this. It doesn't go like that. You're actually gonna run out of all of them at the same time, right? Or in the same proportion. So this item is tradable. So if your alt comes and farms a Guardian Raid, if you have time for that, then even this material can be sent over to your main. And the same as we discussed with the Chaos Dungeons goes with the Guardian Raids. The first 8 bosses are for tier 1, they give you tier 1 things. The next bosses give you tier 2 things, and then lastly tier 3 Guardian Raid bosses. And since we're talking about content for various tiers, once you hit tier 2, not only you unlock the tier 2 Guardian Raids and the tier 2 Chaos Dungeons, you also unlock brand new content, which is this boss rush right here. These are you or you plus 3 others fighting waves of bosses as opposed to waves of mobs like in the Chaos Dungeons. And they also reward you with tier 2 gear progression materials. And then later on there is also the boss rush for tier 3 content as well. Granted, you need tickets to enter these boss rushes, and you get these tickets by farming Chaos Dungeons. Next piece of content that I would like to talk to you about, and actually even more important than doing these Chaos Dungeons or the Guardian Raids, is actually the story itself. Finishing your Northvern story gives you even more gear enchantment materials of all of the sorts that you need. Then going up to Shoeshire, finishing this story gives you even more gear enchantment materials. The best place to get gear enchantment materials, and the most important place, are actually these islands. Not every island in the ocean gives you gear enchantment materials. So in order for you to have a clear list of islands who do and what do they give you, I will link in the description below a document made by a very nice person, very clear to understand, easy to use, in order for you to see what you get from each island. So then you're gonna go straight to the islands that matter the most to you. I will like to show you the most important islands that you actually need to go to in order to acquire these materials, starting with the one that's most rewarding, and this is the Starlight Island. This is a very long quest. It is extremely beautiful and very emotional series of quests here, and at the end of the Starlight Island quest, you end up here in Runaway Island, where you open up another series of very short quests that give you even more gear enchantment materials. Other than Starlight, I would like to mention Peito as well, a beautiful island where almost every quest there is very rewarding. Take all of them, including the yellow ones, do them, they're very easy, and the purple ones that lead you later on to Glacier Island right here, they are very rewarding in terms of gear enchantment materials. You can do everything here besides the purple quest for the island hard, because even the yellow ones here give you pirate coins. We're going to talk about them in a moment and why they're important. Next, I would like to mention the Dream Gull Island. It's this one right here. No, not this one, this one. Dream Gull Island is a series of very simple short quests that are very rewarding with gear enchantment materials. However, in order to finish the whole thing and get the full scope of rewards, you would need a song. this particular song to be precise. And this song, you get it, and this is important for your progression through these islands. That's why we're talking about songs all of a sudden. This song, the Forest Minuet, you get it by playing this particular song in an island during an event. This island, not this one, this island right here, Lullaby Island. You play this particular song here, yeah, and then you open up the event, which later on leads you to getting this one as a reward from that event. Now, this one, you buy it from Peito with pirate coins. So your first ever pirate coin investment is buying this song on Peito. Another reason why pirate coins are important and why you should be doing quests for pirate coins. If you want to get a quick 16,000 pirate coins to buy this song from here, so you can start doing Lullaby Island because it's once in 2 hours the event, you can go here, here. These two islands give you a lot of pirate coins from doing simple quests that deal with pirates. Lovely adventure to go here and get your pirate coins, yeah? And on top of that, they give you engravings as well, so win-win. Let's continue with the gear enchantment materials, though. Shadow Island in this quadrant right here, this one, a lot of gear enchantment materials. Serenity Island in this quadrant right here, this one gives you a lot of gear enchantment materials plus skill point potion from very easy quest. Absolutely worth doing. Panda Island, this quadrant right here, and it's this island above Anika, gives you nice materials. Toto Silver Island, same quadrant down here. This one gives you just these shards, which you absolutely need, by the way. White Wave Island in this quadrant, this island here gives you nice gear enchantment materials. However, to finish the whole quest, you would need to get to item level 460, which is tier 1.5, let's say, which you will get absolutely no problem. And then when you travel here on this side of the sea, you will go to this quadrant and visit the Outlaw Island and finish the quest from Golden Wave. Also on this side of the map, worth noting is in this quadrant, when you hover over Rohendel, this island. A lot of gear enchantment materials as well. And these were all of the islands for tier 1 content, tier 1 gear score, which is from 302 all the way to 600, yeah? Now, since we're on the islands, before we move onwards to other activities that give you gear enchantment materials, let me just quickly show you some tier 2 islands that give you these gear enchantment materials that are as important as tier 1 islands to do, because they are the fastest way to grab a lot of materials, yeah? In this quadrant right here, right above Lutera, we have Iwana Island, we have Liebeheim, and then we also have, where is it, in the next quadrant to the right, we have Fomona Island. These 3 islands on this side of the sea, very important for tier 2. And then on the other side of the sea, in this quadrant, we have Hypnos Eyes and not this one, Gravis Island. Both of these fantastically rewarding in terms of tier 2 materials. Let's go into other ways of getting gear enchantment materials. Remember, these islands that I talked about are also linked in the description below in a document made by someone else. Good job to whoever made this document, and they tell you exactly all of the rewards that you get from them. So in order to move on, I would like to show you the daily and weekly section. You can find it here in Una's tasks, right? This is your daily and weekly quests. As you can see, these daily quests reward me with tier 1 gear enchantment materials because my character is in tier 1. If your character would be item level 800 plus in tier 2, then the same exact dailies would give you tier 2 enchantment materials. Focus on doing the dailies that give you these materials and these ones. Silver is not so important in order for you to give up 8 Harmony Leapstones, because you want to get through gear fast. You don't need necessarily silver at this moment in time. Later on, maybe, but not now. In terms of weeklies, the PvP weekly is a very rewarding one in terms of gear enchantment materials, but there are also easier ones, such as doing the Chaos Dungeon 6 times, right? That you do anyway, 2 per day or maybe more per day. You have 3 Chaos Dungeon weekly quests, all 3 of them rewarding you with these particular tokens, which you might actually run out of. So if you just want to do 6, 12 and then 18 chaos dungeons during that week, you can just finish all of your weeklies by doing this. Yeah, being in a guild is very important right now, since everyone is fresh in the game. You should be in a guild, because being in a guild, actually I am in a guild, right? I am in a guild, yes. Being in a guild rewards you with these Silmile bloodstones every day. If you do a guild donation, for example, of some silver, or if you want to spare 100 gold, which is a very big commitment at the beginning of the game, so maybe you shouldn't, just the silver, then the next day you're gonna get rewarded. Here is the Silmile Bloodstone exchange, and this is an NPC that has a weekly cap on even more gear enchantment materials. These ones right here. These are untradeable, however these and these are again tradable. So even your alt can be in a guild passively and just do the 6,000 silver every day for them. And then eventually at the end of a week you would have received enough bloodstones in order to afford yourself these and send them over to your main. And your main can do the same, by the way. And this goes again the same for tier 2 content and then tier 3 content as well. And if your guild is mildly active and does a little bit of research, you can also unlock the possibility of buying the leap stones and many other nice goodies for all of the 3 tiers of gear and gear enchantment materials. These are important. You can buy 8 a week. 8 a week is not a big deal. They help you enchant your one piece once, right? But it's something at the beginning of the game where everyone has the same chances. Now let's move onwards to the sea, because that is another place where you can get some gear enchantment materials. On the sea there are events, timed events here in the calendar. You can find them for doing ship activities and earning a bunch of pirate coins. There's also a lot of quests to earn pirate coins from the islands, which again linked in the document below. I'm not going to show you all the islands that give you pirate coins, but I showed you a couple at the beginning. And then with these pirate coins you can go to any trading ship on the sea. For example, I'm here in Verne, and we shall go to this particular one, and these ones exchange again this and this in exchange of pirate coins. Goes the same with all of the tiers, yeah, tier 2 and tier 3 as well. Same as with the guild tokens, these are tradable, so your alt can just come here, buy them, assuming you have enough pirate coins, buy them and send them over to your main. Pirate coins is a currency that's shared amongst all of your characters on that server, so you don't actually have to farm pirate coins on an alt. You can just farm them on the main and just spend them on your alts. Yeah, other ways that you can get gear enchantment materials and speed up your gear progression even further is with gold, because as we talked about, they are tradable. Many of them are actually tradable, so other players will sell them on the auction house. Having gold is important in Lost Ark. Making gold in game helps you with gear progression, and because of that, places from which you get gold, like for example some of the islands, or for example the abyssal dungeons, which I left out on purpose at the beginning of the video because I wanted to talk about them now in the gold section. These places are important to do, because with gold you go to the auction house and you purchase gear enchantment materials, thus progressing even faster on top of everything else that we discussed. Gold from here is not that much, however at the beginning of a game in our fresh release it's as much as anyone else is getting. So getting it from here is a very important piece of content that you should actually be doing. Having several alts also helps, as we discussed with pirate coins and guilds and all of the tradable mats from guardian raids and chaos dungeons, etc. So that's having alts is important for that. But also alts can come here and get this gold reward 6 times. 6 of your characters per server can actually get the gold reward. So if you have 7 characters in total, you go full YOLO, and then the 7th won't be able to get this reward. They're capped, right? So that there wouldn't be inflation, etc. Not for tier 1 and 2, for tier 3 later on, that's a completely different talk. Yeah, gold in Lost Ark can also be acquired with real money. You place your crystals for sale in the game, and then another player buys them with their gold, essentially giving you their gold. So thus you have more gold to spend on the auction house, on the mats, and progressing that much faster. That is the story of gear enchanting, and these were all of the places that you can get gear enchantment mats as fast as possible. The faster you do them, the more you play the game and enjoy the beautiful story and the beautiful abyss dungeons and content with players, with groups, with your pre-made, maybe with your friends, the more you're gonna progress through stages of gear. I wish you lots of love. thank you so much for watching this video, and until my next one, which is actually just tomorrow, I will see you really soon. Come join my stream, by the way. This week, when you're watching this video, when it's posted, I stream every day here on YouTube. So subscribe to my channel as well. And again, thanks for watching. See you really soon.